4 years. It's been 4 years since I've written any poetry. I wanted to write about you, wanted to write something tidy and contained that would explain what you've left behind. I tried to put pen to paper, but my hands became claws. I tried shaping my mouth around a rhythm, but my lips were weak and trembling. Your death grew inside me like a howling wind, and a howl is not a poem, and a poem is not a balm. And Jenny, there simply aren't the words. It's been 4 years, and my first poem is not about you. The world is in lockdown. The streets are quiet. My NHS family is bending under the weight of this crown. We terrified royals, we are fettered and tithed, and the nation gathers in its doorways to applaud the slope of our shoulders, the strength of our necks that carry and keep on carrying. It's been 4 years, and I swore I would never step foot in another ICU. But now they're popping up everywhere like daffodils in spring, and someone else's loved one is hooked up to machines. Their beautiful face swollen and invaded by tubes. Their warm hands still and serene and lifeless. And their lockdown families might as well be on the other side of the world as I was. So my brothers and sisters hold a vigil in their stead and croon some final lullaby. It's been 4 years, and there's so much I wish I could share with you. The eerie peace, the stifling fear, the groundswell of generosity, compassion, and creativity. I wish I could see what you would do. You would turn up with a big smile and a care package, like you did for the refugees at Westbahnhof. You would turn up with a ridiculous pun and a recipe for a really good vegan lockdown meal. You would turn up with some new conspiracy theory, and I would tell you that you were wrong because it was always so important to me to be right. You would check in on the hundreds of people you loved. You would check in on your little sister, the nurse. It's been 4 years, and I guess this poem is about you after all. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you died. I'm sorry you were scared and in pain. I'm sorry for every time I pulled away from a hug too soon, because you always held on that little bit too long, and I took so much for granted. I'm sorry you loved life with a beautiful steadiness and yet were taken down ridiculously by a Staph aureus infection gone wrong, that golden rush crowding your head like a bad dream. I'm sorry it was you and not me. But it's been 4 years, and I've been trying to make peace with the void. I will never laugh with you again. I will never meet your children. But I can carry your love and compassion to my darkest places. I can eat a vegan meal in your honor and have it be prayer, not penitence. I can take you off your pedestal and remind myself that just because I am now the eldest child, that doesn't mean I need to be you. I can seek joy and fulfillment, and I can fight and thrive. And when this is all over, I can say I'm glad I survived.